Here's more wrestling news for May 28th, 2021. And your headlines for this afternoon include WWE releases as many as 60 staff members as part of latest round of cuts, major rumors of Vince McMahon selling WWE. WWE Creative have been asking for Finn Balor's main roster call-up. Will Ospreay provides a worrying update after suffering a gruesome neck injury. John Cena slammed hard by politicians and talk show hosts after public apology to China. Released WWE Tag Team talk about possibly signing with AEW or Impact Wrestling. Why Mustafa Ali personally spoke to Vince McMahon. Scrapped plans for Sasha Banks to feud with veteran WWE superstar revealed, and more. We're starting today with WWE, who had major layoffs this past Tuesday, and we now know how many people were let go. According to WrestleNomics, over 60 people were cut from WWE as part of their plan to merge several departments into one brand, with the cuts letting go of redundant positions. These merged departments are now to be led by WWE's executive producer and chief of global television distribution Kevin Dunn, with help from president and chief revenue officer Nick Khan. WWE Studios was one of the hardest hit by the cuts, as WrestleNomics reports that Susan Levinson, who had worked as the senior vice president and head of WWE Studios, is no longer employed after joining WWE in 2019. She was executive producer on WWE's Netflix film The Main Event, the WWE Legends biography specials, The Big Show Show, WWE's Most Wanted Treasures, and Rumble. The Netflix film Rumble isn't set to be released until January 2022, but it's already lost its executive producer, a worrying sign for the movie. As we previously reported, WWE hosted a video meeting with employees this Wednesday to address the layoffs, which was led by Khan and Chief Financial Officer Christina Salen, but CEO Vince McMahon didn't make an appearance. Whilst it's reported that both Stephanie McMahon and Paul Triple H Levesque did make an appearance, neither spoke, and that role was left for Kevin Dunn. Dunn explained that WWE Studios, their advanced media group, and TV department will all be consolidated under his new department, WWE Media. When Khan spoke, he tried to give encouraging words to his remaining employees, at one point becoming emotional when recalling a story of a young woman who'd make a daily 4-hour commute from work to college, with the idea behind this story being that Khan wants employees to emulate that kind of work ethic. After letting most employees work from home for the past year, depending on their department, it's been reported that employees will return to work at WWE's headquarters in Stamford on July 6th, according to WrestleNomics. Though employees won't have to be vaccinated, those that aren't will have to wear masks under an honor system the company is introducing. Alongside recent talent releases across both NXT and the main roster, the company is eliminating redundancies and strengthening their bottom line. That could come with even bigger plans in store. Rumor has it that Nick Khan, who recently secured even more power as WWE president this week, is now preparing WWE for the next chapter in the company's history. During Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed the various firings this week and the plan to merge multiple departments into one division, saying, "There's going to be people with more work, but they wanted to cut the headcount down because they're trying to increase their profitability, and if they're trying to set the thing up for a sale, that's a good thing to do." The idea of Vince McMahon selling WWE would be the single biggest change in the wrestling world in decades. And whilst it's always said that McMahon plans to work until he dies, several signs point to a sale. Despite the past year, WWE has been boasting record profits, making the company a very tempting option for potential buyers, and with the company producing content with an insane value in the realm of streaming, we might see WWE go on the market eventually. Recently, Finn Balor said he'd be open to making a return to WWE's main roster, and it certainly seems the former Universal Champion is focused on getting back to Raw or SmackDown. After losing to Karrion Kross in their NXT title match this week, Dave Meltzer discussed Balor's future on Wrestling Observer Radio, saying that he was moved to NXT to fight AEW Dynamite, and now that fight is over. It was also said that Balor has served his purpose on the Gold brand, bringing some veteran knowledge and star power to the show. Meltzer isn't the only one convinced of a Balor call-up, as WrestleVotes reports that Raw's creative team have been asking for him for months, but NXT's crew also adores Balor. Ultimately, the decision will be made by Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon, but after an incredible second run in NXT, it certainly seems time for Balor to re-enter the main roster and the world title picture. Earlier this month, Will Ospreay had to vacate the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship after suffering a neck injury at Wrestling Dontaku, and now we have an update on his condition. Taking to Twitter, the British wrestler admitted that the prognosis isn't good, and that he'll now need an MRI for his lower back, as it's believed that he's also suffered a similar amount of damage to his back as to his neck. Though he said things aren't looking good, Ospreay said he remains determined to return to the ring this year, and we're hoping for the best for him after this major setback in his career. This month, John Cena said Taiwan will be the first country to see Fast and Furious 9, and after angering the Chinese media, who argue that Taiwan is part of their country, issued a very lengthy apology in their native language. Cena learned Chinese while filming Project X with Jackie Chan, but outside of the Asian superpower, his apology hasn't gone down well at all. Marco Rubio dragged Cena, claiming that the Chinese Communist Party are now controlling what Americans say, whilst Megyn Kelly called the apology stomach-turning, whilst Tom Cotton branded Cena pathetic. Senator Rick Scott really let the 16-time world champion have it, calling his apology insane and adding that Cena should be standing up for Taiwan as they face increasing threats and aggression from China's General Secretary Xi Jinping. Ben Shapiro said that Cena is, quote, a pathetic coward, as he isn't willing to say that Taiwan is a country and Hong Kong should be free. And in a rare sign of unity, those on the left are just as frustrated at Cena as those on the right. On his Late Show, Stephen Colbert added his own subtitles to Cena's apology, which he sarcastically suggested didn't go far enough, as in this parody, Cena claims that Taiwan isn't even a place, and said that he'll give Tibet something to complain about, followed by a photoshopped attitude adjustment to the Dalai Lama, rechristened the Dalai Slamma. Obviously, Cena's apology was done because they don't want China boycotting the Fast and Furious franchise, but John's attempt to save face has caused them even more trouble. Last month, WWE released the Iconics after splitting the duo last year, and now the pair are looking ahead to what's next in their careers. Speaking to Busted Open Radio, Peyton Royce discussed AEW, saying that they feel they could really help their women's division, but also discussed Impact, who already have an established division, and their own women's tag team titles. Billie Kay concurred with her partner, saying they want fans guessing where they'll go next, but right now, the two best options are AEW and Impact. Billie also pointed out that their good friend and fellow Australian Tennille Dashwood is with Impact and teased a stable, and wherever the Iconics go next, they're confident they'll go there together. Back to the ring, and for weeks, Mustafa Ali has been putting out instant classics on Main Event against Ricochet, which, sadly, few people are tuning into. This week, the former US champion got the win in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and this week, Ali spoke to Sean Waltman on the Pro Wrestling 4 Life podcast about his career once it was made clear creative had nothing for him, either during or after Retribution. He explained, "The Main Event stuff happened because after the fallout with Retribution, which was kinda like, again, plans changed with that, I'm kinda sitting there for a few weeks realizing they don't really know where to put me, and the request was simple. I just knocked on Vince's office and said, hey, if you don't have something for me right now, I get it. I'm the type of talent where if I don't use it, I'm gonna lose it. You gotta get me in the ring. I need to perform. Can I just have Ricochet for 4 weeks on Main Event?" Ali went on to acknowledge that he and Ricochet have been killing it on Main Event, adding, "As much love as the matches are getting, I think the promos that we're doing on our own are getting just as much, if not more, maybe. It's this kind of thing where I just wanted to, oh, y'all forgot about it for a sec, let me remind you real quick, put me in the ring and you guys will go, wow. Give me a microphone or a camera and you will go, wow." The former Retribution leader also pointed out that with so much content around, superstars need to be constantly engaging fans, and whilst fans may be loyal to him, they'll forget about him if they don't see him in the ring or WWE's various media platforms. For now, the one person Ali needs to impress is Vince McMahon, and there's no reason to believe the chairman will change his tune, despite Raw's decline in both quality and ratings. While Ricochet does appear on Raw occasionally, he's usually on the losing end of things, but he's doing better than Ali, as it's unclear when we'll see him again on Monday nights. And we're ending today with Sasha Banks, who dispatched of the likes of Bayley, Asuka, Carmella, and Nia Jax during her recent reign as SmackDown Women's Champion, but fans didn't get to see every plan the WWE had in store. Speaking on oral sessions, Women's Tag Team Champion Natalya said there were plans for her to feud with Banks over the SmackDown Women's title, but those plans changed when Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble, which saddened the Canadian superstar. Natalya added that though she was excited to wrestle the boss, it was her husband and WWE producer Tyson Kidd who said she should work with Tamina, which helped the Queen of Hearts bounce back after the planned Banks feud was scrapped. Now Natalya and Tamina are the Women's Tag Team Champions, a long overdue reign according to many fans, whilst Banks will be back for WWE's first SmackDown with live fans on July 16th. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.